Welcome to another episode of Earthquakes. This is episode 9, featuring a quaint little piece called In the Middle. Whoa. Oh, another earthquake.
Selfless feeling, give me a rockin' horse.
Everything begins in the middle. You walk into a room, and it's already been lived in. Whoever's there, they've already been doing something or thinking something before you even came in. You know, you might think that you know what they were talking about, that what they were doing or what they were saying, but you don't. You might believe that you're just about to experience a whole new experience, like you were just about to experience a new beginning. But it's not. It's not the beginning. It's been going on, and you're just walking in the middle. Our whole lives are just walking in the middle. Just like coming into a film when it's half over and leaving before it ends. Tonight I'm going over to Lisa's, and Jan might be there too. I'll walk in, and they'll be there. I'll say hello, and we'll get adjusted, seated. If Jan's there, we'll have honey roasted peanuts. She always brings peanuts. But by the time I join them, they'll be in the middle. They'll already have started eating the peanuts.
Wow, how weird. Yeah, like yesterday after I saw him, 2 hours after I saw him, I had this really intense flash. It was like I could see Jeff in my room. Right after that, like a minute after this happens, he calls me up and says that he has just had this incredible, vivid image of me. Get caught up in some strange, weird thing. I mean, oh, I do. Oh, God, I gotta unwind. I don't know what he's feeling. I don't know if he wants to make a commitment or... I just have no way of knowing what he feels.
But you really want to.
Oh, God, yes. I mean... I do. I love him. You know, there's this really deep tie, obviously, but he's just so scared of all this. I feel, well, if he wants someone to mother him and hold his hand, I don't need that shit.
Hell no, you've had enough of that with Brian. God, I saw him last week. I think last week.
You saw Brian?
Yeah, at Diego's.
God, that's so weird. I didn't even know he was in town.
Yeah, Shelley said he went to see Britt perform at Chowder's.
Oh, that is really strange. He used to laugh at those people. He used to make fun of performance art. He always wanted everything to be so structured.
Really? I mean, I thought he was so pretentious with that stupid goatee. Like some beatnik. And those clothes.
Yeah, well, he knew. I mean, it was like everything that he did and how he acted was just a show. It was like life was a private joke to him, if that makes sense.
No, it does make sense. He was like that. At least Jeff is really cute.
You know, I always end up with these really odd-looking guys.
I know. It's really funny.
But, you know, Brian was really attractive to me, in a way.
In an odd way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I guess I better warn you.
What?
Tom is coming over.
Tom?
Yeah. He's so intense about everything. It's sort of annoying, but he's a good friend.
Oh, yeah, I know. I really trust him. I mean, I tell him things you would not believe I would tell him.
Yeah, you can really talk to him.
Yeah, he's kind of like our priest.
You can tell him anything.
But then he has to analyze everything.
That's the annoying part.
You know, sometimes I feel like he puts us on this, I don't know, on this level, like he looks down on us or something.
Really? Like, how do you mean?
It's like he thinks that we're too emotional and immature. I mean, we are emotional, but just because we go with our feelings.
It's a guy thing. He reminds me of my father sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of fathers, did I tell you? I didn't tell you, did I? I finished that painting.
The one of your dad?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, it's good. It's so... The fragmentation, the eyes, there's like this Puritan thing, you know?
Yes. You know, I hadn't realized that, but you know, he was like that. He had this really intense morality. God, it's weird you picked up on that.
Yeah, I totally see it. I mean, just the sternness and the color. It's like, it's really bright, but it's still very austere.
Yes! That's exactly it. You know, this image of him that I decided to do the painting on was from when I was like maybe 10 or something. And you know, he was always so distant, and nothing I did ever mattered. And I told you about the lists. We had these lists on our wall of all the things that had to be done. Morning lists, and after school lists, and before bed lists. And it wasn't until later that I even remembered. Because at the time it seemed so normal, I thought everyone had them. Until I was like in 2nd grade. But you know how teachers would say, "Oh, what a good idea," thinking it was only chores. And it was. But it'd say things like, make bed, eat breakfast, pack lunch, kiss mother and father goodbye. Can you believe that?
Incredible.
Kiss mother and father goodbye? Like that was just one more of the chores that had to be done. And it was, you know, in my family. But how insane. And it was never mom and dad. Always mother and father. Even when I was little, no mommy and daddy. Always this distance.
It's so bizarre. I wish my father had been distant.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not into that. You know, I can't stand it when people live their lives like victims just because of something that happened to them. I mean, I know it's hard, you know. Of course you know that it affects you, but it's just that you have to get over it. You have to deal with it. I'm just so sick of this whole culture of recovery.
It's not just being a victim. I mean, it's more than that. I mean, for me, the NA thing, it really helped. I mean, it helped a lot.
I know, see, you got over it, you dealt with it.
See, but it's just, maybe it's because we're artists. Is that crazy? But I think we see more deeply into some things. Is that ridiculous?
Yeah, no, it's not.
I mean, and it's this whole culture that's in recovery and needs healing. And it's not,
It's like the earth is in recovery, and
like that's where ceremonies and ritual, bonding to the earth, to each other.
God, I'm a witch speech again.
No, I mean, I think, well, there's all this power, this female energy. And I think it's this real potential for us to connect to the earth. I mean, you can hardly talk about it. And it gets so overwhelming when I really think about it. But there's this real power, this real healing, this female energy we can call upon, call up.
Spiritual things are very personal. I mean, they're very private. I mean, I like candles, you know.
But you don't like group things.
I'm not into that.
See, but you never. I mean, I'm not talking about some new age crystal thing, but some goddess work. A few close friends together.
I'm just not into that. I mean, for you.
Oh, I know. Forget it. I'm sorry.
No, don't.
It's just, I think there's this way that we could be living, right? Something that's really beautiful and pure. A way, the sisterhood kind of thing, a way we could all be relating to each other. Instead of all the way, well, never mind. I'll drop it.
No, don't.
No, I mean, you get this look in your eye like, okay, enough already.
I just...
Forget it. Oh, it's Tom.
walk in the room later, they'll be distant. There will be this subtle undertone of tension. I walk in the middle. I'm aware of this. They see me in the middle too. But they don't think about that. I'm in love with Jan. I haven't told her. I didn't see a point. Lisa's very special too. She's got this ineffable quality that other people just don't seem to notice. I notice, but there's nothing I can do for her. I know them, but I don't really know them. We never really communicate. I don't know their dreams. Under this hole in the ozone layer, we play out our little dramas. It's like we swirl in and out of each other's lives, endlessly going round and round, like we're caught up in some tornado from the Wizard of Oz. But we never quite get to Oz, and we never get back home. The smallest piece of knowledge can shatter the world. Like, if I told Jan that I knew Jeff was seeing 2 other women, who he also writes poetry to, and he also shares mystical experiences with. It's his nature. And in this world of burning forests and bombing raids and senseless death, what difference does that make? I won't tell her. I'll let her keep her hopes and illusions. What more do we have? Tonight we'll go out. We'll go to some little gallery downtown and we'll watch the latest experiment in obscurity. We'll see the latest practice in self-congratulatory performance. We're the only audience as other artists themselves. We, the too bored and too hip, wish we had someplace to go, wanderers tired of not finding what we didn't even know we were looking for to begin with. We'll end up in some sterile hangout. And we'll let our sad joy and sweet sadness drift into the night.